A viral social media trend has rebranded old school bank fraud into a so-called money glitch, and the guys that are doing it might get sent to the penitentiary to make big rocks to little rocks. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this viral trend on social media that is rebranding old school, regular, plain Jane bank fraud into a so-called money glitch. Now, a lot of young guys and girls out there don't even know what's going on. They see it on social media. They think, oh, I can do this. I'll get away with it. It's a glitch. I'm not going to get sent to prison for bank fraud, which is exactly what's going to happen, okay? You go into Chase Bank, they can see your face. Okay, you got a mask on. You're trying to obscure your face. Well, they can still catch you. They get bank robbers all the time. Look, you got guys that go into the bank, mask on, guns out, and the guys still go to prison. I know a guy, personally, I won't say his name, who got caught up like that. Was a serial bank robber, will always wear a mask, and he still went to prison for a very long time. You're talking about football numbers, 35 years, 45 years. You are going to go to prison if you do this and get caught. And there's a high chance you will get caught, especially since Chase Bank specifically knows what you're doing. They're aware of it, and they're waiting for you to do it so they could call the federales and get you sent to the penitentiary to make big rocks to little rocks. Now, before I go any further, let's get into an actual news clip here. Of course, I will link to everything in the box. And if you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
The new viral TikTok trend that some users are calling a money glitch or free money hack, it's actually having some serious consequences. Here's what it is. It involves people depositing fraudulent checks into their Chase Bank accounts and withdrawing the money before it's flagged. Well, that's actually fraud. For more on this and how it started online, let's bring in NBC News culture and trends reporter Callan Rosenbach. Callan, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you. So how did something that is actually fraud turn into this trend or something viral? When did this glitch start getting all these views?
Good morning, Savannah. So at the end of August, so just a few days ago, people began saying that they had found a quote unquote loophole at Chase Banks where they were depositing checks basically in their own name, depositing it into their own accounts. And
$80,000 you're stealing from the bank, sir. And then you're posting it. Now, I'm not sure if that's the same person that's doing it or whatever. It could just be a random shot they found online. But hey, man, that right there, you're definitely going to prison for sure. Off the rip, you're going to prison.
These were checks for, astronomical amounts, $30,000, $40,000. And they were saying that, Chase will basically.
Now, before she continues, there was like a big line outside of the bank in New York, I think, and probably all over the country. Big lines outside the bank trying to do this. Now, you don't think they see what you're doing? You don't think that Chase is watching you? You don't think the feds are watching you? They're out there with a camera. They're out there like this, okay, with a telephoto lens taking pictures. And then when you get brought to court, when the feds come get you, when the feds come to your house looking like Men in Black with the black and white suit, looking like Fruit of Islam, bow ties or whatever, when they come to your house, they're going to be like, hey, Mr. X, Y, and Z, this is you at the bank on X, Y, and Z Street in New York City. Come with us. And then when you get in there, they're going to lay everything out. You stole this amount of money on this day, that day. We got fingerprints. We got biometrics. We got your retina scan. You had a mask on. We can see through your mask. We get all of that. So what are you trying to do? Okay, we could give you a deal. 10 years in the penitentiary if you tell them who told you how to do this. And if you don't want to go, you're going to do life, no parole. I'm exaggerating, but I'm not necessarily that off. Let's keep on going.
Front that money while they wait for the check to clear. And so people are withdrawing the money from these fraudulent checks, and they called it a money glitch. What they didn't realize is that they were going to have to pay that money back when the check inevitably bounced. And so it wasn't a money glitch. This is actually check fraud. And Chase actually released a statement saying, please don't do this. This is not a glitch. This is a fraud. And, they're aware of the situation and they're trying to handle it to the best of their abilities.
What are the consequences for someone who does something like this?
Prison time. Prison. You're going to prison. Like, it's not even a matter of going to jail. Nah, like you messing with the money, stealing money, bank fraud. Oh, no. You're going to prison.
Well, they're going to be, if they don't find themselves in legal trouble and find themselves, facing a case with Chase in the court of law, they're going to be on the hook for a lot of money. In some cases, which we haven't verified whether they're legitimate or not, but some cases people have claimed that they owe $10,000, $30,000, and they're going to owe all this money back to Chase. So there's one, the aspect of committing check fraud, which is going to be obviously a criminal offense. But then there's the other aspect of this, which is you're now going to owe all this money that you reportedly deposited into your account and that you don't have to cover.
I mean, really, that's not even the big problem. The big problem is not owing the money. The big problem is going to prison, because if you committed check fraud, now you're getting into criminal activity. The money you owe is the least of your concerns. You're going to owe a whole lot more than that. You're going to owe your hind parts in the penitentiary when that man puts that honey bun on top of your bed and you go in there and eat it because you 18 years old and you're green and you've never been involved in crime at all. You don't know what's going on. Okay. You're going to get a Fleece Johnson in there to give you a fresh honey bun. You're going to make it in the microwave in this prison makeshift little oven, little easy bake oven, prison style that he made from copper wires in the wall and things of this nature. Now, when he come and say, hey, man, I need that money back, or I need something in exchange, and you don't have it, man, it's going to be a rough day for you, pun intended.
Callan, I know in addition to this becoming this trend, this whole glitch thing kind of getting some views online, there's also a big pile on to set the record straight in this particular instance, right?
Yes, there is. On TikTok, there are many videos in which people are saying, this is not a loophole. This is a crime. And, there's a lot of people saying, like, please don't do this. This is fraud. I think a lot of people were just unaware, or maybe it's younger people who are, just getting their first bank accounts.
And you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, well, I didn't know. But that judge is going to be like, ignorance is no excuse to the law. Have you heard that before? I know I've heard it before. I ain't never been locked up, but I know people that know people, and they're going to tell you ignorance is no excuse to the law. Oh, officer. Oh, federal agents. Oh, judge. I didn't know. All this and that and the third. Okay, well, check it out. You stole what? And on what day? All right, boom. Here go your prison sentence. Enjoy that. Enjoy Fleece Johnson in prison.
Who are just sort of learning how to spend and save money, who thought, oh, this is a way to get fast cash. And their fellow TikTokers are saying, that's not the case. This is a crime. Please don't do this.
Yeah, definitely not any type of glitch. It's just how it works as checks are being processed. Okay.
All right. So there we have it. The moral of the story is don't steal. Don't steal, man. You want to get money, earn it the old fashioned way. Go out there and produce something, make something, do something, be useful in society. That's how you make money. Okay. Whether it's a lot or a little. But what you don't want to do, as I close, is go commit fraud. Now we're dealing with a whole different level of criminality. Some guys will do it and they say, oh, it's worth the risk. I mean, if you think it's worth the risk, then that's on you. I don't recommend doing that. I will tell you to not commit crime, be a law-abiding citizen. Don't be out here trying to steal. But hey, if you want to be a criminal, if you want to steal, if you want to loot or whatever, that's your business. But then when you go to prison and that man is on the edge of your bed talking about, hey, man, I gave you the honey bun. How are you going to repay it? You're going to have to come up with something. And if you can't, then, oh, well, man, that's on you. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Have you heard about the so-called money glitch? Did you try it? If you did try it, please don't tell me here. I'm not trying to get you locked up. You're already in enough trouble as it is. They already then saw you on camera. They already got a case against you pending. But whatever your thoughts are on the whole situation, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is a trend that preys upon dumb people, young people especially. They don't know what's going on. But as a general thumb to all the young guys and girls and everybody out there, don't steal. Ain't no such thing as a glitch. We're talking about a bank. If you deposit a check into the bank, it needs to be a good check. You can't be out there passing bad checks. Like, that's the oldest thing. It's an old trick, but it doesn't work, especially now in 2024 with all the technology. Listen, you could have your face obscured and all of that. They still gonna find out who you are. It ain't that hard. Look, the government has a lot of different ways to identify you. A lot of different ways. They know what's going on. They know where you are. They know a lot more than you think. So your best bet is to not go out there and steal from a bank. And I think you'd be just fine. You're not going to have to go to the penitentiary to make big rocks a little. You're not going to the penitentiary and trying to negotiate with this man over the sanctity of your hind parts. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.